Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to see about Python data structures. Before move on to the video, let's we see what's data structures. Data structure is nothing but the way of organizing the data, or otherwise it's storing the data, the way of organizing or storing the data so that we can use the data later. Otherwise we can access the data later. Python contains 5 data structures. There are string, list, tuple, set and dictionary. In this video we are going to see about the string data structures. The upcoming videos we will see about the rest of the things. Okay friends, let's move on to the video. These are all the string data structures properties. Okay. First, what is string? String is a collection of characters enclosed by quotes. String means it's a collection of characters which is enclosed by quotes. Let's see how to describe the string. Okay. I am taking the variable st equal to quotes Python. This is the way of describing or denoting the string. This is the one way. We print st and it will display the string Python. Okay, this is the one way. This is the single quotes. Another way, st equal to double quotes Python. st Python. Okay, this both are the similar ways. Both are the different ways to denote the string. Okay, either we can denote the string either by single quotes or double quotes, but we should not use the triple quotes. Triple quotes is only used for command lines. If you want to command the particular line, we can use the triple line. So triple line quotes should not be used here. Only single quotes and double quotes or single quotes and double quotes can be used. Let's see what are the next properties. String contains forward index numbers and backward index numbers. Each character has unique index number. Okay. I am taking the string as Python. P H O N. This means string contains forward index number and backward index numbers. The forward index means this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the forward index number. The character P has the index number 0, 1, Y has the index number 1. So each character has its own index number. Okay, each one has the unique index number. This is the forward index number. It starts with 0. Either it may be going on. Okay, depending upon the characters it will be moving on. Okay, here it's only for 6 characters are available, so it starts from 0 to 5. Then the backward indexing, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, Okay. Okay, this is the forward index numbers and these are all the backward index numbers. Okay, the forward index number starts with 0 and the backward index number starts with -1. Forward index number starts with 0 and backward index number starts with -1. We know about it. Forward index number P starts with 0 and the backward index number starts with -1. Okay, then the next one, the string supports indexing and slicing. Indexing and slicing are the important concepts or important points in string. Indexing is nothing but fetching a specific character using its index number. We know about it. Each character has their own index number. If you want to access the particular character from the entire string, we can only access through the index number. If you want to fetch the t from the complete Python, we can access the t by using its index number, either by forward index or otherwise the backward index. Okay, this is the topic given here. This is the point is given here. Slicing. Slicing is nothing but a set of characters using the starting and ending index numbers. Indexing is if you want to fetch the particular character, I mean a single character. If you want to fetch the y, we can use the indexing. If we want to fetch the thon, okay, thon is the set of characters, so we can't use the single index number, so we should go for slicing. So it's a slicing, starting, fetch the characters by using starting and index number. Okay, we can fetch the thon by the starting index number 2 and ending index number 5. Otherwise, the starting index number -4 to -1. Okay, this is a lengthy topic we will discuss in the upcoming videos. Let's move on to the next point. To access the data, strings support both indexing and slicing. Okay, to access the data, I have mentioned before. If you want to fetch some kind of data, if you want to fetch some set of characters or particular character, we should go for slicing and indexing. That's one given here. Okay, string supports both packing and unpacking. Packing means grouping a set of characters. Unpacking means dispatching or removing a set of characters. This is also a lengthy topic we will discuss in the upcoming videos. Let's move on to the next point. String supports both concatenation and multiplication. Concatenation nothing but adding two kind of strings to form a new strings. Okay, adding two strings. We will see the example. I am taking the string 1 as Python. And string 2 as developer. If I want to concatenate this string and I am storing into another string, so str3, I am storing into string 3, so str1 plus str2. Plus symbol is used to concatenate the two strings. So now I am going to print the string. Third string, Python developer. Okay. For if you want to the addition operator is performs the concatenation operation here. Okay, the plus symbol is doing the concatenation operation here. So the plus symbol is used for the concatenation in the string data structure. Then the next one is multiplication. Multiplication means repeating the same string in n number of times. If you want to display the Python as 1000 times or 2000 times, so we will go for the Python string concatenation, string multiplication. I am taking the string as str4 equal to program. Then I am going to multiply, I am going to perform the string multiplication. Then print of str4. I am going to display the program for 4 times, so otherwise 5 times. 5. See here, the program will be displayed for 5 times. So the multiplication performs the repeating the same string for n number of times. It depends upon the user requirements, number of time. Okay, let's move on to the next point. String is an immutable object. Why not? Why? Because we cannot replace and alter an existing object. We can't modify the string object. That's why string is an immutable object. It's VC. Okay, I'm taking string as five equal to Python. I'm going to display this object location id of by using id of function str5. This gives the string location. This is a string location where the string is stored in the memory. Okay, so I'm going to alter the string. The same string I am going to add some modification. I am going to modify some changes here. So I am going to store st equal to st6. Don't get confused. str6 equal to str5. The same string I am going to store str5 plus symbol is used to concatenate the string. Okay, str5 Pythons. The previous string is modified here. We will see the location. Let's see the location id of str5. Look the difference. This location is different and this location is different. Both are not matching. So Python is an immutable object. This is a existing object's location. This is the new one's locations. But I didn't do any changes. I am just adding the extra s to the existing object, and the results are same, but the location is modified. That's why string is called as the immutable object. Okay friends, that's it. The rest of the topics or rest of the things, those we are not discussed in this video. We will discuss in the upcoming videos. These are all the important points related to string data structures. Friends, those who are preparing for the interviews, it may be helpful for you. Uh, if someone want to know about the Python, if someone want to learn Python, you just forward this link or share this video to everyone. It may be helpful their life. It will be helpful to their life. If you like this video, hit the like button and share this video. If you have any doubt, just leave the comment. Thank you, friends.